I want to go and I did tap, jazz, and ballet when I was growing up. Like all the things, she made it a point to be like, yes. It was always yes. Academically, we achieved as well, so it was easy for them to say yes to our aspirations. But the number one thing I got from my mom is like, try something just to see what you like. And she even tells me that to this day. Like now that I'm not in an advertising agency and I'm advertising adjacent, she was like, go kill that shit. Like this is you. She's been a supporter, she's been an investor, she's been a cheerleader, she's been a champion. And so when we talk about the personification of someone who champions you and loves you through thick and thin, because I mean, I had a little stint in the A. I was one of the girls who left Kansas City and went straight to Atlanta to go to college. I was like, I'm out, right? I ended up at a HBCU, Morris Brown College, down in the A, and I went there for a year right before they lost their accreditation. Wow. I was there during that time. So, yes, I got accepted to Xavier and all these other HBCUs, but I picked Morris Brown because I wanted to do sports medicine, physical therapy. I ended up there. They lost their accreditation, and I stayed in Atlanta, not going to school, living my best life.
I'm not mad.
Learned a lot about myself, a lot about resilience, but they had to be like, yo, B, come back home, finish your degree. I came back home and got my degree. But even through all of that and not necessarily making the best life choices, mom and daddy were still there. And she was like, I know you're going to figure it out. So that's where I get a lot of my fortitude and perseverance from my mom.
But that's important. We often overlook the power of positive influence and where and when it starts, right? The fact that she championed you and said, try it. That has a lot of meanings to it because you don't know if you like something until you try it, right? And it gives you a chance at a very young age to kind of get out all your ideas and all your aspirations and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. That forces a certain mentality within you so that if you don't like something or something doesn't work out, you don't feel defeated. You're like, oh, this didn't work out. Okay, no problem. So we have to champion that and we have to do that more, right? Because growing up, we heard that a lot, but from the other side of the fence, right? We used to see that on TV where, the other people would tell like, oh, you can be whatever you want to be. And we used to think that was like stupid and it's a joke, but that's actually very powerful, right?
It's very powerful and very real.
Yeah, he talks about positive affirmations all the time. You got to do it.
Absolutely. Affirmations are everything. You gotta feed yourself mentally so you can go and execute physically. What I love about also what I've passed on as a mother now to two young sons, both under 10, is that, I don't care if you don't like it, just go try it. So actually they've ended up liking everything. They both play 4 sports, which is a lot for me and my husband to navigate between soccer, baseball. What are they doing? Soccer, baseball. All the things. And let me just go ahead and go into mommy brag mode because that's just what
Here we go. Why not?
I mean, my baby's good. He's nice, right?
Okay.
3 years in a row.
Okay, there we go.
Number 1 in the district.
Fire.
Nice. Show them rings. 3
years in a row. And so not just that, right? Because I'm raising Renaissance men, right? They're athletes and scholars. So we're on the honor roll, principal's honor roll. We are in UIL, which is a United University competition. So we're not just over here playing sports, dribbling balls, right? It's not shut up and dribble over here. It's do whatever the fuck you want to do because mommy and daddy are going to support you. And whatever you want to continue to do that you excel at, that you love, we'll champion that too.
We get screaming baby for that. You on mute, cuzzo.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at all. That's a drop right there. But you also said you went to the A, right? Dropped out. We live in life. We in the, we A-town, we snapping, we live in life. We chilling. We go back home, right? What was the first step home to get back on? I want to know how you got to the agency.
They had to come fish me out. I had a little not a straight path to getting back home. We definitely went through some things. That's, I guess, for another conversation. But yeah, I've seen a lot and I've done a lot. I'll just say that, right? And so when I get back home, it's like, hey, focus, buckle down. So I got right back into school. That wasn't hard. Got my degree in communications, media relations with the radio minor. So communications has always been my thing. And I guess that's kind of really helped me with my path here with what I do now with her agency and, you know, leading a podcast and just creating meaningful conversations for people to tell their story.